Qapla, warriors of the Empire, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command Orion Pirates Mod. I am Rear Admiral Tirak of the IKV Vengeance on the continuation of the Klingon campaign to reconquer the Hydran Star Kingdom. We're doing alright. We've been better, but then again, we've been worse. So, not much to complain about. We should be all stocked up. Oh, maybe not? Is it infinite repair bug? No, it's not. Just me cannot click. We are all topped off, mostly on supplies, so let's get right back into this. There should be a planet there that we want to take, because it is one of their last planets, I think. We'll do a scout. Last time a scout did not go well for us, but we'll try the scout anyway. Maybe should have done the shipyard assault. Maybe we would have been supported. Not quite sure on that. Hit the red alert. And it's a freighter. I approve. I definitely approve. I'll fight a freighter any day. Anything beats that hit squad of the 3 heavy cruisers with tons of fighters designed basically to, well, kill us. We're pretty well rigged to fight like other heavy cruisers and battle cruisers and that sort of thing. But if you combat us from like all angles with fighters, things break down pretty quickly. So the goal of this mission, being a scout, is we have to get to this guy and then scan him using the science deep scan button. It'll get the information and then we can go and kill him. Part of this mission can be played as you scan and run away, which is what we did the last time we had a scouting mission and we still got punished for it. So the game might be lying to us, but no. So we're just going to soar on in here, have enough energy. We're going to start the deep scan. We actually can't charge the deep scan and fly at maximum speed. This craft is pretty much perfectly designed to be able to run at maximum speed and only charge disruptors. Maximum range, fire! Because why not, really? We hit with 1, so not bad, as the disruptors soar off into the distance. But we haven't killed him. Not that we really expected to, with just 4 disruptor blasts for maximum range. He is equipped with just a couple of phasers. Alright, we're probably going to kill him just on the overrun. So, reinforce the forward shield, drop in speed, and we're waiting for that message. That message that says we have scanned him. Come on, tell me I have all the information. I don't want to waste too much time with this guy. There we go. Okay, we made us engage now. So, we will select all weapons, we will unselect the missile launcher. I do not feel I need it. I'm going to be cocky like that. We're going to speed up to maximum speed. We're going to get in nice and close to him, and we're just, well, we're going to light up his world. We do, after all, have 8 forward-firing phasers and 2 rear-firing phasers. Well, 4 rear-firing phasers, but 2 of them are phaser 3s. They're really more point defense. So, not important. 5, 4, 3, dos. And there we go. Blasting into him. Shredding a whole bunch of seasons. Seasons? Systems. Yes, his 4th season will be his worst yet. Slowing back down to a speed of combat, which is 18 for us because we can charge and fire at that. Charge and fire. Yeah, charge, fire, drive at full speed. All the things we can do at speed 18. He is, of course, limited down to 17, which is 10 less than where he was. He's lost one of his phaser 3s before it blanked back. We knew that one was dead, and his shuttle bay is completely out of whack. I think also his sensor suite is damaged. But I don't know if, like, when it goes yellow, if that's just a missed texture, or if it's actually destroyed. I'm really not sure on that. And there we go. Simple, easy, small mission, a single freighter. The only reason why it took as long as it did is because we didn't want to waste 4 missiles. Which I suppose works out. I mean, a couple more minutes of fight versus wasting 4 missiles and having to shorten the war patrol by a little bit. Not that it's really going to matter. How are we doing on here? 25. Oh, it's almost ours. And we do need to do a little bit of maintenance. And it's going to be an asteroid-based defense. Or assault, not defense. Asteroid-based assaults aren't bad, because asteroid bases do not have any sort of shields. They're completely bare. I really love these backgrounds. I'm sorry, I do. I truly love them. Asteroid bases, they don't have any kind of shields on them, so you can sit at any range you want and just shell them, and all he'll have is his maximum range phaser 4 shots, which just won't deal enough damage to get through any sort of shield reinforcement. It's a little bit boring, I'll admit, to just sit there and shell it, just the same way as it is for planets, but hey, you do what you gotta do. Is that a target? It is a frigate. It is, in fact, a Hydrogen frigate. There's a random asteroid right there. I'm not seeing anything bigger than that. Oh, two! There's a frigate and a freighter. Okay. Still not concerned. Probe, go all your way. Unless he's like some kind of like Super X ship, which I think we're a little bit before like the Super X ships show up. We don't need to prep a scatterback. So he's a carrier. So there's that. We know how to deal with carriers. Oh, there's a light cruiser. Okay. So now there's a fight. Light cruiser is at maximum range, so our scatter pack will be ready by the time, but it also means that we are not going to play around with this guy. We're going to give him both barrels. We're going to give him all 4 missiles, all 4 disruptors. We're going to light him up. Like a Christmas tree. And reinforce the forward shielding before we get too close. He does not have Hellbores, which is fine, but he might. Light cruisers can be pretty dangerous out here. So, proceed with the missiles. Our closing speeds mean I will not get a second shot before that. Because if we added our speeds together, I would have had to fire at a range of... What is it? 41? Yeah, I would have had to fire at range 41 before having a second shot before merging with this guy. Really? Okay. Everything. Point blank range. We did take the shots from the fighters, but the fighters have been shot down. Oh, please tell me you're... No, he did not. So we will weaken him a bit more. This guy is armed with fusion cannons. We know that much. We're going to begin our turn back this way. Our second set of missiles is ready, so we're going to pop it at him. The scatter pack is set and ready to rock. Which I'm going to dump on you, quite frankly, if you don't defend against these missiles. Scatter pack away. Focusing this guy. We want to keep him away from the scatter pack. Everything we got. Okay, he focused on us. Excellent. More missiles are popping. I really don't think he'll have a wild weasel prep for this yet. He might. I mean, it's a... Or the light cruiser could soar in like a boss. That was pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. A little bit annoyed about it, but still pretty cool. Target the fighters. Target the fighters, because if we don't target fighters, fighters will target us. That'll be bad. We're going to make you shoot at that. Well, they did that. All systems, fire at them. I've got nothing, and he's got a fusion cannon. He's got a fusion cannon. It was not ready. Whew. Does he also? He also has 2 Hellbores. Oh God, this mission is about to get a lot more difficult. Reinforce all. Got all the fighters, so fighters taken care of. Excellent work. Expecting that. Ouch. So we have lost 2 points of power. Still lost 2 points of power. Begin patch job on everything. We don't need the... we're not going to need our... Taps fingers, trying to remember. Anti-missile defense system, because Hydrons don't carry missiles. They don't believe in it. That's not entirely true. They of course, they believe in missiles. They get hit by missiles all the time. But they don't believe in having them on themselves. Continue to patch this ship. How are we for Marines? I want to start capturing everything in sight, because we've just proven that fighting things is hard. Yes, all Marines have gone. Next target. This is my plan. This is indeed my master plan. The master plan will be to capture everything that can be captured. Weapons, please. Drop a mine. Discourage pursuit just a bit. Just long enough to go after this guy. He is soaring away at very high speed. Repair. Did we still not patch that warp core, or did it get damaged again? I'm not sure. Marines, get ready to go. We've got one ship now. Yes, we got a hull. And we have superiority. Okay, so we've got him. We're going to flow away from the starbase a bit. Within a range of 100, it's bad news bears, because it can shoot us. And at this point, where we have tons of holes in our shield, that would be really, really awful. He does still have his Hellbores ready. I'm not happy about that. And I'm going to shove a scatter pack in his face to force him to slow down. That way he'll have to deal with me. Well, actually, no. That way I'll be able to sort of dictate how this goes in, because his Hellbores are going to hit these front shields without any problem at all. He did dump the scatter pack. I'm going to wait. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to be at that range. because it still lasts for half a turn, I believe. He's got a controlling fleet of 21, which is pretty severe. I mean, 21 people on board that ship. Where are you cramming them all? It's a pretty small ship. We are going to start patching that one busted up phaser. How are you doing in terms of me stealing you? We've almost stolen you. Okay. Not quite. He's still on 2. We've got 4. I'm half tempted to dump another boat of Marines on him. Everything into his front. We couldn't do it, and crap. Pass over. He did shoot at the main shield, so there's that. That works out for me. And that hurt. Not significantly, though. So, only minor hurtage right there. We did lose one of our missile launchers, though. Are you going to shoot him or what? Fleet. Oh, crap, crap, crap. That was dumb. That was beyond dumb. I should not have done that. Look, floating right into a mine that's been sitting there for pretty much the whole match on your down shield. That's beyond dumb. Okay, so 4 Marines. I will have you very shortly. So we will then go after HDW M2, a heavy war destroyer medium, I guess is how that works. Please begin patching. Okay, you did that. Missiles go. Triple missile barrage. At this point, my missiles is mostly just to take up his incoming firepower. So he shoots his G-types. And we open up. We get a nice hole through it. And ships. Ships. Everybody. Oh, this was more than dumb. Marines. Go Marines. Yeah, this is a bit aggressive. He does have 18 on board. That's going to require a lot of transports to defeat. I have a lot of Marines on board. Not nearly as many as I used to. I mean, I did have to dump 12 on these guys. I've just put 18 over there. We have, what, 40 Marines in total, I think? So we've gone through pretty much half of my Marines so far already. And he's about to have another Hellbore shot. So we're going to have to get ready for that. In fact, I may just not bother with Marines again. I mean, that was kind of sort of dumb. Because the percentage more Marines that he has over me is just so severe that I probably can't hurt him. And another one. Oh no, that missile's going to get picked off by the mine. Or not. And we get another little bit of a shot through. He's lost both his Hellbores. Nice. So he's only down to 2 fusion cannons, which as long as I stay outside of point-blank range, he can't use effectively. That works for me. Okay. So we really have sort of schooled him a bit. So we wouldn't even want to capture him at this point. That's got to do him in. Right there. Okay. Wonderful work, everybody. Now, my little fleet, let's go kill an asteroid base. It's going to be slow, admittedly. And it's going to take a while. But it'll be worth it. So we're now going to go to patch job repair. I want this fixed and this fixed, so that way if I try and, because I am going to try and run through the main planet before we head our way back, they'll be fixed. Because damaged systems are repaired in between missions. Destroyed systems are not. So if you're at full power, and this is just filled full of, you know, bright colored ones, it means that, well, all of them will be at full health when you get back into the next mission. You may not have any armor. You may be low on armor, which is in the hull integrity, I assume, if armor is reflected in the hull integrity. But it will still work. Then we're going to speed up all the way to maximum speed, because why not? And yeah, we're low on repair parts. We're probably definitely low on Marines. So we're going to wait until we hit our range of 40, and then we're going to slow down, and we're just going to start slowly chugging forward, and sort of like meat grinding this guy. And hope that by the time we close in range, he's dead. So slow down to a speed up about 5. We did 2 damage with that shot. We will not get closer than 20. Because closer than 20 and things start getting really rough when it comes to phaser force. And I need to pay more attention to the fact that I have disruptors and they charge much, much faster than what I'm normally used to. Slow down a bit more. Let the disruptors charge, and we are going to start staggering our shots because the more damage that gets dealt in sequence using Mizzy attack, because of the Mizzy attack principle, the more disabled systems. Because the idea is if you put a ton of crunch damage, like one big massive volley of damage onto someone, you have a higher chance of scoring a critical and destroying them. But if you attack a whole bunch of times, your chances of a critical actually even out to the point where you can cause damage to the system, but you won't destroy the whole ship. So if you're looking to just damage things, fire in sequence. As long of a sequence as you possibly can. Now, I don't fully go with that, because I am just pressing down the Z key and holding it until it fires everything. But if I really wanted to do this like properly, I would select each hard point and just go like that. But one, I'm impatient, and two, this goes on for a while because we're doing this at maximum range. I would love to get closer, but I've seen what phaser 4s can do to someone, and it's not pretty. Not pretty at all. All weapons continue to fire, just steadily. 1s and 2s, here's and there's. Even got our support hydrant ships, which are barely damaged at all. Like, yeah, we've got a great ship for fighting things. We can do a fight with 3 ships, and, well, we had to steal 2 of them to survive. Really, it's a tactic that I always say, oh my god, it's so incredibly powerful. And then, like, an episode or 2 later, I totally forget about it. And then I come back to it because it's like, oh yeah, I have 6, 7 transporters on board my ship. Federation captains don't know what that's like. Because a Federation ship is going to have 2, maybe 4 transporters on board. You can't really just dump a whole bunch of people on board to completely destroy something. I feel kind of sad for Federation captains like that. Although I would assume a commando transport does. I should check that sometime. Because the Federation does have, like, full-on commando transport like cruisers. Because, like, the whole cool thing about FASA and Starfleet battles is they try and imagine the Starfleet universe as if, you know, there's a real navy out there. And there's real battles going on. So what kind of classes of ships would we need? What sort of design principles would go into that? And so there's dedicated Federation transports. Specifically for, you know, marine raiding. And if they had, like, 18 troops on board, I would totally take that every single time. Because you bust down a shield and it's like, I've taken your ship. And this will just take a while, as it does, as it must. Because, well, we're afraid of getting too close. Probe, what do you say? Probe says that it's still at full power. We haven't broken past the armor quite yet. Probe, what do your probe eyes see? But hey, it does give us that beautiful view of the wonderful backgrounds. Continue to fire in sequence as many shots as you can. Just little pegging shots until something shuts off. Yep. This is where this will go. Just slowly and steadily. And we haven't hit the end of an episode yet, so you're going to sit through the whole thing. But yes, continue to fire. Federation ships might be able to do this better. I mean, because they deal twice as much damage. Like, a disruptor does, like, what, 4 damage at close range? I don't know if that's changed for OP+. Because I don't know if, like, a disruptor 4 is just to let the player know that this disruptor will shoot out to a range of 40. Because that's a serious problem in the original game, is the disruptor doesn't have a number by it. It's just disruptor. And in the book, it tells you, hey, this disruptor will go this far, but then you get into, like, a Klingon frigate, and it's like, my guns do not shoot past a range of 20. What are you lying to me about? Whereas in this game, it tells you, oh, it's a Disruptor 2, Disruptor 3, Disruptor 4, so that you kind of have an idea of what the range is. But I don't know if that, like, affects accuracy, if that affects damage. But I think 4 was the maximum that a Disruptor could do, and that's, well, quite frankly, half of what a photon torpedo would do. Which means proximities will shoot and hit 4 at range, whereas Disruptors won't. So, that's how that all works out. Oh, we hit something big. Let's see. We took out one of his phaser 4s. Wonderful! Now we only need to take out 3 more. A whole bunch of firepower. We're going to increase speed very slowly. And we're going to slowly get closer and closer. And if we suddenly find our shields turn to green after we take a hit, we're going to retreat. Did we get another one? We got another one. He's down to 2. Yes. We have a limited number of probes. We cannot remanufacture them in a mission between missions, so they get fully restocked. But at the moment, we are down to 1 probe. So the next time we see that huge jump, we probably won't touch it. Continue to fire all weapons. Oh, doing a little elevator thing. Didn't think we increased speed that much. You may have noticed that at different speeds your ship will sort of rise and fall around things. It's not really consistent. Like, you would think it would be. But they don't consistently, like, rise or drop to fly over ships, or depending on speed. Like, if you're moving at a certain rate, you will, like, rise up and sort of to the middle of your shield circle. But it's not like it's totally consistent. I mean, see, you got the sensation of going up. Or maybe I'm going crazy, and none of you can see that. But from my eye, this is, like, going up and then back down. Almost got you. How many Marines you got? 13. That's not worth it. A little bit more firepower. A little bit more firepower. Should do you in. You will not last long. He doesn't appear to be shooting back at me, so I think we're kind of good in that regard. Continue to fire. Oh, he is so close to being dead. Yep, both the systems are completely offline. And I'm not going to spend the missiles because I want to keep the missiles. Missiles are incredibly useful and expensive. There we go. The mass explosion, and wow. That is best viewed from afar, I feel. Mission complete. All in a day's work. 612 prestige, not bad. We're up to 4,000. A little bit of territory maintenance was successful. No mission. Wow, you're really going to do that to me? Give me a mission. Okay, well, so, no. See, yes, but no. Yeah. Map. 25. No. The reason is because I can see this clock and I know that I'm down to, like, literally minutes left in this episode rather than, you know, another half hour that I could just faff around with that. So we're going to go, we're going to attack a little bit more back here. We got a freighter! It's a freighter! Well, it looks like a frigate on here, but it says it's a freighter. Favorite thing about this mod, though, is all the new ship classes. You're like cruiser, though. New ship classes, new ship designs. It's all awesome. We look kind of intimidating from here, don't we? Them, not so much. So, do we knock out the freighter and immediately then turn to deal with him? I think we might. How many missiles do I got? I got 21 remaining. So 4 and 17. 3 reloads, because I'm going to prep another scatter pack as soon as that's ready. Because scatter packs are too useful. Oh crap. 2 light cruisers and a freighter. This might not go well. He's got a crew of 4. So here's the plan. We are going to steal things. Everything. Because that's how this works best. Am I not? I am not. Crap. My mistake. Should have been on top of this a bit more. Reinforce. Okay, we're going to speed up a little bit. I want to get sort of close to him in range. So, beam, and then port turn, pull away from him. So, select you, and you. Yes! Marines went away. Okay. Turning. Next. 1, 2. You have 12 on board. Missiles away. Prep another scatter pack. I'm going to turn a little bit, sort of build in a bit of fudge room here. Reinforce. Slow down to a more reasonable speed. Oh my god. All weapons fire at these guys. Oh god, that's gonna be painful. This may be it for... This may be it! I am not sure I get out of this one alive. Okay, so my shuttle bay is still intact. Scatter pack away. Missiles away. Oh crap, no! No, I just launched that scatter pack at empty space. Gosh darn it. Oh god, no. That's unrecoverable. Nope, we're out of here. We are gone. Shield reinforcement to the rear. Reinforce. Continue to put energy into this. Mine, please. Drop now. We have lost our rear shield. Crap! Oh, that's so frustrating. So much frustration, you don't even know. Come on, phasers fire. Phasers fire. Also, we need to be on top of engine repair. We need to get some distance right now. Another mine, please. Missiles are ready. Oh, crap. Don't clip the mine. Don't clip the mine. Reinforcement to these 3 shields. That is reducing the effectiveness to a degree, but that is acceptable. I need more speed. We need more speed. Mr. Scott! Come on, don't tell me you're giving me all you got. You can give me more. And, yeah, you focus on Gallant. More missiles heading your way. Continue with the repair engine. Oh, we might get away. So this was reaching a bit too far. We were already damaged. We had no armor, so when we took those hits, it just knifed right through us. Which is a very, very dangerous place to be when it comes to reinforce only the rear shield, if we had any power to do so. We are traveling at our maximum speed of 31. And I'm going to launch a pair of missiles your way as soon as I can. That's the last of our missiles. Do I have a scatter pack in the shuttle bay? I do. I will proceed to dump it at you, since there is no point in saving anything. We're heading back to dry dock on this one. Okay, so you are still maintaining a speed that is, you know, chasing us. So shuttle away. Oh, so my shuttle isn't destroyed, it's just damaged? Is that it? Sometimes this damage display confuses me a little bit. So now you have 6 missiles to deal with. What are you going to do? Are you going to continue to sprint right towards them, or are you going to dump a wild weasel? Ha! He dumped the wild weasel. Excellent. Oh, he still took the hits? How did that work? Or did I mishear something? I do focus on audio cues a lot when it comes to this sort of thing. So we're out of here. That's... yeah. That's dangerous, and we don't want any part of that. So we're going to get out of here. We're going to take the Gallant with us, because why not? And, yeah. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. And by sometimes, I mean all the bloody time. And we're going to get across the line, too. I'm going to steal everything. Everything that's not nailed down is now mine. And yes, those 2 light cruisers were very, very heavily nailed down. We tried to move them. It wasn't working. Actually, no. We brought the hammer, and then, you know, we threw the hammer out the window and, like, set off the alarm that was attached to the window. God, that could have won us the battle. If I had been targeting the light cruiser with the scatter pack, that could have won it. But instead it did not work. Sometimes it bugs out like that, so you have to force it to close. I do not pick the forfeit option during a match because it's cheating. If you want to get out of here, you gotta run. So that didn't work out so well for us, but that is definitely the end of an episode right there. I was worried it was going to take a ton of time. But things going okay. We're still alive. Vengeance is still around. Still working on knocking this planet down. It's down to an Empire Defense of 25, which means a couple more missions and we've got it. But yeah, until then, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode.